Alright guys, so I decided to do an example of how we get the mRNA and the tRNA strands from our strand of DNA. So if we have this DNA strand, I didn't bother drawing it out, I just wrote the 4 bases down. But I also wrote them in groups of 3 because remember, those are called codons. So our translation process, so I'm just going to write our transcription process gives us our mRNA strand. So our A becomes U because remember there's no T with RNA. C is G, T becomes A, G becomes C, C becomes G, A becomes U, T becomes A becomes U, C becomes G, A becomes U, T becomes A, T becomes A. So that's how we go from our DNA strand to our mRNA. And again, that's called the transcription. And then these here are called codons. And we have 4 codons here. So now that we have our mRNA strand, it goes to the ribosome, and the ribosome is going to read these, and it's going to come back with tRNA that have amino acids attached. So our next step here is called translation. And then it's just going to read the opposites, just like it would with a normal RNA or DNA strand. So U becomes A, G becomes C, A becomes U, C becomes G, G becomes C, U becomes A becomes U, U becomes A, G becomes C, U becomes A, and then U and U. So these are our, these are our tRNA, and then these here are called anticodons. Sorry, my marker's running out here a bit. Hopefully you can read that. But yeah, so that's just one quick example. You're going to be doing this for your next assignment, and we're going to be working on these codons, anticodons, and so on for the next week or two. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. Thanks guys, see ya.